Well, hello everybody. Welcome to your readings at the round table for your monthly numerology. November. This is going to be a transitional month and I'm very excited about it. I truly am. Although I feel like I'm already experiencing the transitional stuff happening right now because it's 2 days before the lunar eclipse and it's hot outside. It is hot outside. I was expecting to be recording at the end of October and wearing long sleeves. So I had like a whole nother outfit planned, whole nother, like whole everything, hairstyle, everything planned. And I had to just stop and roll with it. That's what November is going to be like for you. It's going to be like that for all of us. It's a transitional time. And we're just going to have to be like, okay, this is unexpected, but I'm going to roll with it. Everything's going to be fine. And we're also going to see like how much my hair falls as I record. I batch my recordings. So we're going to see how far it falls throughout the day. This is going to be fun. Make sure you check out Life Path 44 to see how much my hair's fallen. I'm kidding. But November really is going to be a transitional month. Part of the reason that we have a transitional month happening in November is because everyone's month is going to be their life path number. So if you're a life path 1, you're going to have a 1 month. If you're a life path 6, you're going to have a 6 month. This is truly a great time. We had this in February, but this time I feel like it's giving us a transition so that we can work through the last of all the stuff that we were meant to work through in this 7 year, in this year of introspection and contemplation and rest, this spiritual connection year, this spiritual expansion and spiritual growth year. We're going to be working through the little bit of an end of that, because December for us is going to be a bridge to get us to January, where again, January of 2024, our month is going to be our life path number. So it's a transitional month, and we're going to see December be a bridge to 2024. I'm actually very excited about it. There's no massive things going on this month, astrologically speaking. I mean, we're out of eclipse season. We've had a lot of transitional things happen this year. A lot of planets that are slow moving planets have moved into different signs. So a lot of different stuff has gone on in 2023. I'll sit here and say, oh my gosh, November is going to be really chill. But as soon as I say that, there's going to be major like upheavals and stuff. But I will tell you what we have for astrology. On the 4th of November, we have Saturn going direct at 3:03 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is good news. More good news is on the 8th, we have Venus leaving its uncomfortable place in Virgo and moving into Libra. And Venus is very happy in Libra. Venus rules Libra as well as Taurus. So Venus is going to be very happy, and it's going to improve everyone's romantic life. That's how we'll put it. On the 10th, we have Mercury going into Sagittarius. Mercury really likes being in Sagittarius. Mercury likes being in a fire sign. So, it just speeds him up a little bit. On the 13th, we have the new moon in Scorpio at 4:27 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when it hits its peak. Love this time. I really do. On the 22nd, we have the sun moving into Sagittarius. More fire in the sky. And then joining that Sagittarius party with Mercury and the sun is Mars moving into Sagittarius on the 24th. Yeah, there's the party. On the 27th, we have the full moon in Gemini at 4:16 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is usually a really fun moon. Like the full moon in Gemini is usually a lot of fun. It's like frivolity. I mean, it should be a good party. So we'll see about that, right? We end November with 4 planets, including North Node, in fire. And yes, I know North Node isn't a planet. Then we have 3 planets in Earth, 2 in water, and 1 planet in air. if you have a lot of air in your chart, you may feel a little bit of a drought at this time. You may feel like, a little bit of lack or whatever, but it's okay. It's the up and down, it's the cyclic thing. This happens with all of our signs from time to time. And, it's happening, but it's okay. It's okay. Give it another few weeks and things will change for the better for air. Remember, November is, the month of November is everyone's life path number. So if you're a 2, then November is going to be a 2 for you. And this is a very transitional month, and I'm very excited about it. I truly am. So let's kick back and enjoy the start of the holiday season. I know we have Diwali happening in November, and of course the U.S. has Thanksgiving. Should be a fun month. So let's see what your life path situation is going to be for you in November. Hello, Life Path 5, and welcome to your readings at the round table for your monthly numerology. I'm Jennifer. This is Mouse. I think you've met him before. And the lovely Jasmine is over here. She's with us as well. And this is November. I feel like the year has really flown by. I mean, here we are in November. I mean, really. What do you think, Mouse? What do you think? But I think Mouse is going to probably be happier in November because, it's a little cooler outside. All right. As I said in the intro, Life Path 5, this month, November is a 5 month for you. Everybody's life path is the number that they're in November. So let's start out with your mantra. It's great because I really get to spend a lot of time talking about your own life path number. It's kind of neat. All right, so the mantra of the 5 is I am energy and creative action, rejuvenating, dynamic, inspiring, and passionate. And that is you 5. Oh my gosh. I love the life path 5. I do. I think it's a challenging number to have if it's the number of your business and it's not constant change with your business, or if it's the address, the number of your home, because that means it's just constant change. But I love the life path 5. One of my kids is a life path 5, and I love to see the changes that he likes to bring in all the time. So Life Path 5, you are all about freedom, feeling alive, that entertainment or shock value. It's all about movement with you, Life Path 5. And I think that it's great because it is a time of changes. It is a time of fun and passion and energy. This is definitely a very social time. It's an engaging time for you. You are very gregarious, you're very dynamic, and the thing is, like most of the time when we move into a 5-year or a 5-month, we've just come out of a 4-year or a 4-month, and it's time to have some fun after all the hard work from 4. So you are always like, oh, I finally made it. But the great thing about being a 5 is that you're a jack of all trades. So whatever you do, you're good at. And you like to change things up a little bit and be good at a little of this and a little of that and doing this. And, probably when you were in college, it was really hard for you to nail down like a career option. And sometimes with Life Path 5s, it's great for you guys to get into a career that has like a lot of changes in it. So maybe you're going to the same job every day, but it's something different every single day. Like being a policeman or a fireman, it's always something different, but you know you're going to this job. Like being a nurse, you know you're going on the job, you know you're going to be taking care of patients, but they're all different. Every single day is something different and something new. It's a great career option for a 5. 5s are very, very versatile, very adaptable, because they're used to the pivotal changes that life brings them. They're used to just like moving one way and then just taking a hard left or a hard right and going in a different direction, a different motion. That's okay. And kind of feel like we could all use a little bit of that in our lives. This is also a kind of an unpredictable time, but you're okay with things when they're unpredictable. You're like, all right, you know, this is a seesaw. We can move up and down. We're all right. And, you know, the unpredictability of life is okay with you. You know, you're just like, all right, well, let's see where it brings us next. So the life lesson of the 5 is to harness the energy. Harness your energy like any successful athlete to give you the freedom to go beyond your limitations or your self-imposed limitations. Yeah. So the great thing about the 5 is when you're embracing like who you really are, when you're like sitting there and just like, oh yeah, I can do this, I can run a marathon, I can go this way. You know that you have no limitations. You know you're like, I can do anything I set my mind to. You know you can do that. Now, when we look at the shadow side, and all of us have shadow effects. All of us have a shadow side. The shadow side of the 5 is difficult. You have a difficult time harnessing your energy. You have a difficult time harnessing that so that you can like use it like all the way like through the end of the marathon instead of just like right now using it all up. And that can give you a lot of challenges with like changes and things that are coming in, because you're just like, I feel like I don't have the energy. So you need to use your energy like adequately and keep some stored up. Unable to move beyond imagined limitations. This is a huge shadow side here, because when you get tired or you start to feel depleted, you start to lose some of that, like that dynamicness that is a 5. And you're like, I can't do that. I can't do that. Make sure that you're not telling yourself that, because honestly, with a 5, you can go really, really far. You can go really far in life as long as you move at a steady pace. You can have some nervous and restless energy because you're like, things aren't moving fast enough, or I'm too tired, I can't go any faster. You know, don't judge yourself. Just learn how to move moderately and harness that amazing energy that you have, that amazing energy that's coming into you. And again, challenges with changeability. I think that if you are not living in your real life path, it can be challenging for you to change things up, because you're just like, I've run out of energy. Watch out for that. 5 people are destined to lead an active and adventuresome life, and they will rarely be bored. Let me tell you something, 5. If you're sitting around going, I feel really bored, there's something going, there's nothing going on, you need to create that for yourself. You need to work through that for yourself, because I think that there's something that you need to change up in your life. And you're used to changes. You're used to ringing in the changes. So move beyond your current limitations, or the imagined limitations that you feel like you have on you. Or, if you have a cat that's stretched out over half of your desk, he keeps inching up. Like in some of my other videos, you'll see that he was back here, and now he's like inched up a little bit, and I don't even have like space now. But am I going to move him? All right, 5, I am pulling from the usual cards for numerology, the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck, and the Healing Oracle Crystal Reading Cards, both amazing decks. And we're going to see what we got here for you. Ooh. Mouse, I just need to spread the cards just a little bit. I'll let you have a clearer view of how much he is really inhibiting this. Okay. Ooh, Aria Cura blossoming. Oh, how fantastic. I'm sorry. Did I disturb you? I wish I knew your birthday so that I knew when you were, if you were 5. I think he's almost 2. I think Mouse is almost 2 years old. I have a lot of strays that I've adopted. My husband, Dr. Seuss, is just like, no more, no more. And then I started feeding 4 more. Can't help it. Ooh, Cupright. Oh, Rites of Passage. These cards match. Oh, you know how I feel about that. Ow! Okay, you can't do that. Yeah. That is painful. Okay, Cupright. The Rites of Passage. Okay, Rites of Passage. Cupright is the feminine aspect of the crystal hematite. It is a very sacred stone. It holds the medicine and energy of guiding you through the process of transformation and healing on a very deep level. This dynamic crystal invites you to sit with your pain and stop running from your fears. It offers a space of deep healing and allows you to find the strength and the courage to deal with life's challenges as you draw deep wisdom from this process. It supports exploring the shadow self and healing deep issues. It provides access to sacred ancient knowledge of the feminine. It supports and holds you as you enter into the void. It supports you to feel like you belong here on earth. Wow. Wow. I'm sorry. I just love how these cards match. And the next card is Aria Cura blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process. Do not give up. Wow. Wow. This is going to be an awesome month for you 5. I mean, I think this is going to be an amazing month for you. I'm excited to see what the bridge month of December holds for you 5, and of course in 2024. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for your support on my channel. And thank you so much for making Numerology the most watched show on this channel. Don't forget to check out your zodiac readings that I do for the full moon and the new moon every month. And I also have some reviewed at the round tables coming out. Some new ones and ones that I have re-recorded because it was a lot of editing. Yeah. So, I've re-recorded some just to put it out there. And some new and interesting things that I've reviewed. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful month of November. And until we see each other again, get out there and make your magic. Bye.